Hello. Bye.
Welcome back. It's been a week, just over a week. We're actually recording another podcast like we said we would. It's only 2 days late, but still.
So 2 days, yeah.
2 days for us, but it should still come out like a week.
Around the same time, yeah.
Hopefully. Depends on how Katrina's, how busy she is. Anyway, I'm Jillian.
I'm Jolyn.
We're from the Little Red Mitten.
In St. Thomas, Ontario. So, yeah, welcome back.
I don't know what day it is anymore. Ooh, that was fun. I'm playing with Granny Square.
Today is Thursday, February... Oh, it's Groundhog Day.
Oh, yes it is.
Oh, no, I don't have my phone. I can't check and see.
I think mine's in my pocket. Has it already done it?
Yeah, I forget what time.
What time?
Or wait, do they do it at 11?
I don't know. I'm gonna just Google Groundhog
Sidetrack.
Day.
It is Thursday, February 2nd as we're recording this. And it's Groundhog Day. So we're going to look and see if our Ontario groundhogs have made their predictions. But you guys will already know because this probably won't go up until Saturday. So if you follow Groundhog Day at all, you
Unfortunately, in Quebec.
already know.
Okay. I don't know. Who's our Punxsutawney Phil?
Wyerton Willie? Does Wyerton Willie still do his?
Too many options. Just go right here. Oh yeah, that's the States one. I don't know. This is too hard to do, guys.
Anyway.
All right.
That's not what we were expecting to talk about because we didn't even realize the day.
No.
But yeah, we're back to update you on where we're at with our whips. I'm just going to knit a little through this one. It probably won't be too long, but just what we've done in the last week and what we have coming up.
So I finished a project.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did
Do you want to guess which one I finished?
Okay, hold on. So I assigned.
I
chose what, 4 of your whips?
Yeah.
That were the only ones you were allowed to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can remember what I told you were allowed to work on.
Okay.
Your bloomers.
Yes. I always forget about them.
Tube socks.
Tube socks.
That would probably be my first guess of what you finished, but
I'm going to repeat everything you say.
okay. I think your sweater, Jupiter?
Something like Jupiter, Juniper.
No, it's Jupiter. I changed you to saying Juniper because I was the one who was calling it that.
What's it called? Jupiter?
Yeah.
Like the planet.
The Jupiter crop and tube socks, bloomers.
Oh, I've got it in my hand.
Oh, your yarn a day calendar. That's not finished. That I could guess pretty easy.
Could you imagine? Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be amazing. So your yarn a day crocheted blanket is what you've got in your hand. Okay, so those were the 4. So the tube socks, but maybe the Jupiter. Or both. Did you finish both? You finished both. Is that why you didn't come to work yesterday? Cheater.
No. So I did finish my tube socks because remember last week I didn't touch them, or like the week before I didn't touch them.
Yes.
And so I was only allowed to work on them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that rule. What didn't I touch this week?
Oops. So,
like all of them, probably. It's like you can only work on all of them again. Congratulations. Oh, cute.
There's nothing special about them. They were just tube socks. So, but
they do look cozy.
They're complete. They fit. So, yeah, little bunny ears. Anyway, they're nice. I almost wore my sweater so that I could go like this and pull my foot up. I can't even do it though, but there's not enough room.
Okay, doesn't mean say something. We are saying tube socks and you're like, but wait, those aren't tube socks. They were knit from a tube. So these were cranked on a sock machine, just the tube. And then Jillian picked up, like that. So they started like that. And she cut in and put the heels in, put the toes on, and knit the cuff, the ribbing at the top. So this part was all done on a sock machine.
Yes. I still have I can make a pair of shorties. I have no need to do that, so I don't know.
Maybe we give it away or something like that.
Yeah.
I have an idea for stash stuff a little later, so maybe that will go in. That kind of thing will do.
So I was going to make them... Originally, I started with the toe and was working my way up so I could make them really long. And they did... So I did originally... No, I don't think I cut it in half because why would I have one whole piece left? I think I had one foot done, right? And I could fit the whole thing on my leg. It was really long. But then I decided to just kind of make them normal length.
Did you cut it in half and then, because you used the same yarn for your heels, toes, and stuff instead of a contrasting one, did you pull from that?
No. I pulled from the ends.
Okay.
I must have pulled, I don't know, for the heel I must have pulled extra from the end. I didn't use this. I did it really weird. So
typically what we've been doing over the last few years that we've been doing some socks from tubes is having like a contrasting color, a mini, like a 20 to 30 grams of a contrasting color. And then you just have your tube, like 100 grams of tube could get you 2 pairs of socks when you use a contrast, like 2 regular size pairs of socks.
Yeah, I have this one that I had done. Like, there's so, like, that's
so long. That's doubled over right now. So,
yeah.
So, like, you can see how that will easily get you.
And I do plan on using the Katia United sock. I think I have some at home. I don't remember what color we picked out. I think just, did I pick black? Or did I pick out, I don't even know.
There was purple and teal and green and black were the options if I remember correctly, but
this is one of the socks. I don't know what sock it is. But yeah, this one I'll end up with. I don't know if I only want one pair.
What do you mean you don't know what sock it is? What yarn it is?
Yes, what yarn it is.
That's the new one. That's the Comfort Marled ones.
Yeah.
So we have that in store right now. That's it's Comfort sock.
It was just in my... I think it was not in the right place, so I had to put it with my whips, and then it ended up in this bag. But I don't have an interest in making 2 pairs of the same sock, even though they're so long.
Yeah. Even if you were making them for somebody else, like you don't even want to work on them for 2, then share.
I like
cut it in half and
I like doing. I don't like things to be the same, so yeah. Anyway, whatever. So I finished that.
Jillian has one finish. I don't know why I'm writing things down, but
then do you want to keep going or do you want
to? You probably have more to talk about than I do. Why don't you keep going and then I'll go through my stuff.
So that's finished. So that's actually I can use that as a template for the other sock tubes that I have too, so I know where to cut and place things, which will be nice. I think that's why I waited so long to do them. All right, I really wanted to have these finished, but I had a real long conversation last night and I couldn't do a Kitchener stitch while I was talking, and so I didn't get them finished. But holy smokes, look at my bloomers.
Oh my goodness.
They're a little big. I took a picture. I put them on last night.
That color is so hard on camera.
Yeah.
It's so hard to show it. And I know we've had trouble. This is the Tranquil color by Leo and Roxy. And I know we've had trouble taking pictures of it for the websites in the past and getting it. But right now, looking at how dull.
Yeah, that looks dull. It's richer in person and like a little more green than it looks blue on there. It looks almost
this is showing better and it's closer to that. It's really weird, right?
Yeah, it is closer to that.
But every time we've tried to get good pictures of that colorway, it's not easy. Anyway, so Jillian's bloomers.
So my bloomers, they're a little big. I can't do much about it now.
You could, but...
Well, I could. I should have tried them on before I, sewed this to it kind of thing, the gusset. I could take it back and make it a little bit shorter. And then that would help with the number of stitches around. I think I might also...
Like the thighs are too big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will... Like, I plan on wearing them over top of, like, my leggings or my stockings or whatever, but that's not going to add that much to it.
And it's not super wash, so it's not going to, like, grow. It will bloom and it won't grow.
So I might... Like, I'm already knitting on... I think these are 2.75. I'm looking at the wrong end. I did get the ribbing started last night, but I might pull that back and go down like a needle size in the ribbing to make it a little tighter.
Like just to 2.5?
I don't know if 2.5 is going to do enough.
2.25, yeah.
Because I am a loose knitter and I think I just used what the pattern said and I should know better than that. And go down like a needle size and stuff like that. Or I just keep going and it's fine, it's just a little looser and I'll make another pair. Because like that's what I was going to say. Progress markers, progress keepers.
Oh, yeah.
I need to start using those because I don't know where I was on this, but especially for this, if we're doing stuff every week, so I can see how far I've done. But I was still doing increases last week, so I did probably... Like, I probably did...
It's about 3-4 inches.
From here up, right?
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
So it wasn't that bad. So I think I kind of just want to finish them. And then maybe make another pair, like cast on another pair that's just... the pattern does talk about how you can make it smaller.
I was going to say, when you first said that you thought they were too big, like, maybe put it in timeout for this week. Make a note, write down what... you wanted to address, like whether you take the gusset back a little bit.
I can't be bothered to do that though, realistically.
But so then what I was going to say was like everything else, like socks and all those kind of things, those first couple pairs don't fit quite right, or your gauge is a little too loose, or and you learn what you like. You haven't made pants for yourself. Yeah. So I think it's worth finishing it because they're not full length to your ankle pants. Yeah. So I think it's worth finishing it and then seeing exactly where you want to adjust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was looking at them like, these look big. I'm like, no, when I put them on it'll be fine. But no. They are a little loose. Not like anyone's gonna see them. I mean, I will show you guys, I'll put them on, show them to you, but that's not true. Everybody will see them. I will show everybody and be like, check out my bloomers.
Yeah, but you're not like walking around in them as an outfit.
No, but no, if they fit better, maybe I would just put them over top of. Oh, that would be so cute.
Ideas.
Anyway, yes, they're almost done. I was hoping to finish them yesterday. My plan originally yesterday was to just knit a bunch, but then I worked, which is good. See, I tricked myself working from home. And
you really did. You tricked yourself into that.
Yeah, that was not intentional. Don't know if that'll work next time. Now that I'm on to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't read. I've been reading most of the comments of people going through like how many whips and stuff like that. I think I only saw one person talk about tips for granny square, weaving in ends and stuff like that.
Oh.
So. Yeah. I did work on this a little bit. I made 2, and I made them, like they did take way less time. So except for this one. This one I was in the groove of doing things and I was like doing my Russian knots, joins or whatever the knot is, and did it for the last round. So the last round ends like right here. Oh. So I don't know if I just pull it back a little bit and then rejoin it with its color so that it's over here, so the knot's like not right in the corner, because I can't get this knot through.
You can't get it to just hide in there somewhere.
Yeah, they're a little bit too big. But that is working. So then I think at the end of the week, which I haven't done yet, I just have to go and weave in the last 2 ends.
So explain to me what you do. So as you get to because you're doing 1 color per round on the granny square.
Yeah.
So as you get to the end, you crochet the whole round so you see exactly where the color is going to end.
So so the first time I did it, I crocheted to the last, 3 double crochets.
Okay, like, did you crochet those or no?
I did crochet them and I took them out.
So you could see how long.
So I see how long, and it actually just happens to be the length of my crochet hook.
Oh, that's nice and handy, yeah.
Yeah, so on my last, I do the last cluster, and then I chain one, and then I measure. I just hold my yarn, and I clip it a little bit after it, and then I do 2 knots on it, and then I finish it, and the knot tends to just end up in the next round's chain.
So you do 2 knots, like you tie it to the next color.
Yes. Yeah. So when I'm taking I have 2 ends here. Oh, I can't show you guys. This is ridiculous. But basically, you make a loop.
Maybe we can do a video, or we can link to one if somebody else has one.
Yeah, so you're just tying like a knot like that. Yeah. And then you're flipping it over. I know they can't see it. I can...
Oh, it's like the mat. It's like from the mat, like the mat. I think it's like the magic knot anyway. Anyway, maybe we can do a little video to insert of what Jillian's showing here. So you've measured where that color is going to end, you join the next color, and then you go around the next. Yeah, I like that.
So I've got the 2 knots like that, and then I just pull them close, and then I just tighten them, and then I just snip really close to the end. Mm-hmm. And I've done that before for other things. And then, you just keep going with it. It is a little bit of a bump there, like it is, mm-hmm. But it seems to be fine. You can probably feel it in one of the corners. But you can't really see it. So I think that's way faster than weaving the ends in each time. And then I only end up with 2 ends to weave in.
Like, I can find where they are. I know where the beginning of round is. But crochet is knots anyway, really, right? So, like, as far as feeling it, not really.
No, you're right. You can't
like,
really.
if it was a sock or something like that, it wouldn't be maybe the best solution.
Here where the beginning of round sort of is. So you see a little bit of color change.
Yeah.
From the last color to but I don't think, as a whole blanket, you're not going to notice any of that stuff.
No, in this one I have in my hand, it's like not noticeable. You have to look for it.
Yeah. So at the end of the week, I just need to sit down and weave in those 2 ends that are left.
Yep.
I think that's what I'm just going to try and focus on. Doing the rounds like that, and then at the end doing them.
Have you weighed any of these?
I haven't weighed them, no. Did I measure them? I think so, but I don't remember what it was. Because I wanted to see how many I needed to do.
So pretty. We'll get some pictures.
Yeah, we'll put them in like last week's.
Yeah. That's gorgeous.
It's fun. So I only worked on that quickly. And sadly, I did not touch my Jupiter.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to surprise me with that one being done as well, somehow, magically.
I don't think it's going to take that long, because I just have the sleeves left to do, right? And I think the color work will go by fast enough. Because
Did you say you didn't touch it?
Yeah.
Haha, Jupiter's
I know, but that kind of works, right? Because I'm not, like, I have to... I'm supposed to work on it until it's finished, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I was kind of putting it off because I didn't want to pick up the sleeves. Sleeve island, whatever. But, the color work going down, and then it's just knitting for a bit. I think I'll add a little bit of color work at the, cuff. Maybe. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it'll take that long. It's just 2 sleeves. So.
All right.
That's what I'll be working on this week, anyway.
My turn. Okay. What were my projects?
You had your Marled Magic sweater dress.
Mm-hmm.
You had your cabled sock.
Yeah.
You had your sweater, Northwood sweater, and your Advent. Did you do your Northwood sweater? I don't think you actually added. That was one that you. I was thinking you had 2 sweaters, but
decided not to because
Because
then things wouldn't get finished, but things...
Because you had your socks, which you finished on the podcast last time, so then you didn't really add a fourth one. You kept your 3 plus your blanket that you were just working on it. That's your whole year's project.
Yeah.
So, how'd you do?
So, I did a little bit, but not a lot of it. Okay, bag number 1, let's see. This is my sweater I am working on in the Yarn a Day calendar. And I think I was separated for the sleeves, right? Like just?
I don't remember.
I think so. I think I was just separated for the sleeves, like literally headed on that like first row
Okay.
after separating for the sleeves last week. So I've done almost a stripe under that now. So there's the separation for the sleeves.
Yeah,
so
I don't remember
1.5 inches, 2 inches.
the green so much.
No, there wasn't green in it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I was. If not, I was just before separating for the sleeves, but I was right about there.
Get ourselves some progress keepers.
Yeah, I'll leave this out and we'll put some progress keepers on.
Before
we put it away.
We'll find some and put them on before I take photos of. It's so pretty.
Like really, if I focused on this, it would come along fairly quickly. But yeah, it's pretty. I'm really happy with it.
Are you doing
squishy?
One color per stripe? No, you're fading. You're still fading.
There's not enough yarn in a mini to do one color per stripe.
Right.
So I did count.
So many colors.
So I have the 24 minis, and then this tan is my main color, and I forget how many colors are in here so far. I think there's at least 10 of the colors in here. Yeah. I had done the math. My voice is gone. I had done the okay, just a second.
She'd done the math. I think I remember that.
Yeah, I had done the math for the yardage based on her, like, the yardage in the pattern. And
did we only pick like 18 colors or something? Or did we end up doing all 24?
I think we ended up doing all 24. But
yeah. All in there.
But I'm starting to get a little worried about it, but I do have some extra minis around of some of the colors, and
you're worried that you're gonna run out?
I'm a little worried I'm gonna run out.
But you only have 10 colors.
I only have 10 colors in here, but I have the rest of the body on 2 long sleeves. So unless I do short sleeves, which I might.
Do you have like this colors still left? The top colors?
No, I used them till they were gone. Because we weren't repeating them.
Oh, right, because they're not in the sleeves. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I did save a little bit of these ones to go into the sleeves. So we'll see over the next little bit on this. That will be.
Yeah, you've got a couple extras. So
last week I had put stoppers on here to stop them from.
Where did they go?
Yeah, not back on it. So my cats are probably playing with them somewhere.
I was gonna say cats.
In the house.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was an attempt made to be a little bit neater about putting my projects in the bag, so that got a little bit of work. So it doesn't have to be my main focus. Look at that. You're gonna be so happy.
You didn't touch it.
Nope, I touched my cable sock. I was up here in the leg somewhere.
There was no heel.
There was definitely no heel. So I don't know if I did a couple more cable repeats and then the heel gusset, done all the decreases in the gusset, so just working down the foot. We're going to show the gauge differences. We'll do that a different day. But
I'm using your paper.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't.
So this is probably what I worked on the most. Was that. So yeah, that's coming along. This is still sock number 1 of the 2.
It's really hard to weave in ends and pay attention.
I did work on my scrappy blanket, which was what I was just knitting on. And I wanted to do, if you guys were watched the last one, I want to do 1 square per week for the year. So to get an extra 52 squares on here. And right now, I don't think that will finish it, but I'm going to look at it a little closer. The grid I originally, or just like set up like last week, thinking it won't get me to the finished blanket.
Oh, like based on what squares you have plus 52 is not enough.
Yeah, for the size I was thinking. But then when I was like, had this on my lap, okay, so right now my bottom of this blanket is 10 squares wide. And I thought I wanted to go to 12, but that's pretty
over both of us if we like.
Yeah,
not a lot of room left over, but
no, but like for a throw on the couch, like it's nice and wide. So I don't know if I want to go to 12 or if I want to just keep it at 10, and then that will change how long I want to make it. So I'm going to look at it a little closer. I just quickly looked up different sizes of throws and the dimensions. And
I could just stare at this all day.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. I'll try and take some videos and like a video of it or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can see it. Because like each square is different. And
I'm trying not to think about it too much. Because like if I'm like, oh, there's too many pinks or oranges in this spot or too much, it's too hard. So I'm just trying to grab randomly.
Yeah.
And go for it.
I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. But so I did add 1, 2, 3. Wow. I'm on the 4th one. Yeah. And we're in the 6th?
I think so. I was gonna look that up. Yeah.
Of the month or of the year. So I'm gonna get to that so I can like make sure I mark it down for each month. If I want to work ahead, I can work ahead a little bit and just
Where's your coloring page?
My coloring page is in my backpack. Yeah, actually I pulled up the file because you sent me the file. Yeah. And I started playing with it on my iPad instead of like actually coloring because I wanted to see, like, be able to like see if I wanted to choose where I was gonna go and stuff. But Jillian did mock me up a coloring page for this, so it has like the little mitered squares on it in the dimensions I was just saying, 12 by 15 I think is what I
think so
had said. So whether I stick with that or not, we'll see. But then I'm gonna color in as I do each one.
10 by 10, not long enough. Depends on how you want to use it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like a nice square one.
The nice thing about this is like I can decide later on. Like right now I can decide that, you know what, I'm going to keep it at 10 and go up. Yeah. And I can square it off and everything. And I can still pick up and make it longer on the side if I want to. Yeah. Modular knitting's really nice for that. So
it's so squishy.
Maybe it makes sense to just keep it 10 right now and then start working up. And if I'm happy with it or I get sick of it, then I can like square it off. Yeah. Be done. Because it would be functional. Yep. For sure. At 10 by 10 or 10 by 12 if you want it more rectangle than square. Yep. It would be functional. So maybe that's what I will do. I'll just leave it at 10 so that I get a chance to get it closer to being finished in case I'm done with it. Although it did kind of spark the like scrappy bug. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned this last time. So this blanket, I started following the coziest memory blanket pattern. Yeah. Started this 3 years ago. Maybe it was 4 years ago. It would have been 2019. We didn't. Yeah, it would have been 2019 because we did an in-store scrappy knit along on Thursday evenings, and lots of people finished blankets. It was great, and so that's when I started this. And I think with the coziest memories blanket, it's just fingering held single, and I don't know what size the squares make exactly, but I wanted it to be like a little plusher and knit up a little faster. So I'm holding fingering double, and I'm holding gray Meredith, the Meredith colorway by Leo and Roxy with everything. So
it's so pretty.
I hold Meredith, and then I grab a scrap and hold it double with absolutely everything in it. So that's what's happening.
Do you know how much per square you're using of your scrap?
No idea. Yeah. So I'm not too particular. I don't know if in this one it really has any, like if I ran out, that's probably that, yeah. So if I ran out, yeah, it totally is. So see this yellow one with the purple corner? So you start a mitered square, it's here, and you're decreasing to this point here. So I ran out of this mustard color, that's Malabrigo from my sweater. So whatever little scrap ball I had of that I ran out of, and then I just picked up a purple and did the end. So I'm not too worried about like mixing colors. I'll have something that I'll like that goes with it. Some of these probably are just self-striping. If you're seeing stripes, like this one is definitely, that was one of my self-stripings that I dyed for our first sock club when I did some self-striping. Same with this one, that's a Leo and Roxy self-striping. So some of them that look like there's multiple colors are actually just a yarn that fades through colors. Otherwise you can just see it's just variegated yarns held with it. I think that's another Leo and Roxy. Maybe not. I don't know. It's something. But that one's a striping. This one I think. This one I think I striped. So I went.
You've got two different ends there, so.
Yeah. So there's yeah. So I held like a. Oh, it's showing up different again. I held like a tealy color with the Meredith and did one garter ridge with it, and then it looks like it's probably Password by Leo and Roxy, and did the second garter ridge. So I purposely did a stripe there. Yeah. And that could have been because the balls looked little and I was like, let's see how far I can take this, or it could have been like, let's just try this, because that was a while ago. It was before I picked it up this time anyway. So there's 3.5 new ones on here. I want to get caught up to at least the current week.
It's 3.5. We're in week 6. So to finish this and do 2 more.
Yeah.
I have a calendar somewhere that I wrote down that I printed that has the weeks on it,
yeah.
So I could follow along and figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll figure out what that is.
I just want to take everything off this table and put the blanket on there and take a nice aerial shot of it.
We should. It's really pretty.
The table's set up nicely, but it's so pretty. I'm not allowed to start anything. I'm not allowed to do a blanket. No.
You're not allowed to start anything until you finish 4 things. You finished.
Well, I had 2 things finished. I'm not going to count them because I cast them on like New Year's Eve, like Gio's hat and mitts. So
were they counted in your total number?
Yeah. But I won't count them as my. That was before I switched to 52 weeks.
Okay.
Whips. So I've only finished 1 thing so far.
Okay, this is where I said you're gonna be happy.
Is it finished?
Nope. Because I didn't touch it, so you're gonna make me work on it until it's done.
Oh, that sucks.
Do I get any rules? Like, do I get any exceptions?
No, I didn't know you were following along that rule, so...
Was I not?
Too late. You just said you were now, so... I think...
I'm gonna need an exception.
No, you're not.
Like, I will take that it's, like, my main thing, but it's not, like...
You have cuffs.
It's not that straightforward.
But you have cuffs. Like, you can just pick up your cuffs and go. It's like a sock. Like, it's just ribbed.
Yeah. I suppose. Sometimes I just need mine less. Okay.
Like, Did the back? You haven't touched it at all.
I can see my brain like rebelling, and I'll never knit again now.
It's not my fault. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it.
I also break rules, so I can say yes, I will follow this rule and only work on this.
I think you should try and see how it goes, because
I think I will. I will, because I do want it done, and I wouldn't mind wearing it a couple times before it gets too hot to wear it. So, and that was kind of the point. And it is finish it February.
I was gonna say finish it February, but also birthday party.
Ooh,
is that like? You're not motivated by the same thing, so but like to have this done, ooh, we can wear our Hold Me doubles for the Mitten birthday party. Do you think you can
it's
finish
been a
it?
whole year since Hold Me Double started. We started end of February 22nd, because it was like 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been but the birthday party will be like
Pretty
right
much.
at there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can do that. That'll be fun. Sorry, we're just talking to ourselves, but Little Red Mitten's birthday is in February. On February 16th, we will be 14 years old. We're celebrating our 14th anniversary. A lot of people do not like calling it a birthday for a business. I love it. It's a birthday. So on Saturday the 18th, we will be having our celebration.
A birthday bash.
Our birthday bash. They've
Can we call it
always
that?
been fun over the last
And so
14 years.
We have 3 years. 3 years? Did we figure out it was 3 years to make up for?
So
20.
we officially missed like really celebrating 2
Yeah. So
birthdays, because we didn't start shutting down for COVID until March of 2020. So we did something in February of 2020, and then 2021 was a no, and 2022 was a no. But previous to that, it was always a great time. Cake and giveaways and just a really fun time in the store. So the next couple weeks we'll be planning that, and fingers crossed being able to have a nice celebration again, safely but like fun.
Save the date.
Save the date.
February 18th.
February 18th.
That's
Party time.
What date is it today? Though it's only the 2nd. So that's 16 days for you to finish a sweater that's pretty much finished.
And plan a birthday party and get ready for it. Yeah.
You can do it.
I can.
Woohoo!
I can. We can get, this is going to be done. And I will finally, and you will finally, from anybody who participated in the Hold Me Double knit along, give away our
My scraps have been
extra.
here. Yes. My scraps are back there.
Yeah, so we'll get that all put together, weigh it, see how much is there, weigh our sweaters so people have an idea of what's there. So if you didn't follow us for the Hold Me Double knit along last year, when we started these sweaters, Jillian did one
I almost wore it today.
different but similar with textures and lots of scraps. So I did mine in grays, ended up adding the hot pink as whatever contrast option in it, but I had all these grays in different textures, mohair and fingering and a little bit of glitter and stuff. And then Jillian did hers in all natural undyed yarns in the same idea, all different textures. And Jillian's sweater's been done for a little while, but we said we would give away the extras, because when you're trying to mix like 10, 12, 15, I can't remember. We started with quite a few different yarns.
I think my project page for it, and maybe, I don't know if yours ended up, but I think for mine, I think I added all of them. I don't think there's a finished picture up. Like I don't think I've ever taken a finished picture of it.
Maybe we can
but
do you have it here?
No. But I think at the very beginning I put all the yarns in before I wound them all.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to take a look, but like we had like probably 15 is standing out for some reason, whether that was mine or yours, like 15 different yarns.
Yeah.
And so it was more than what we were going to use in the project, but to get all the different textures and stuff in there, somebody probably will have enough to at least get them mostly through
Yeah.
a similar project of their own. And
they could either do...
It was really my goal to get this done during that knit along, but...
And then we tried to do it for, like, when Jess and Allison came, because they were doing
May.
it too in May. Did I finish mine for May? Almost, maybe? No, I don't think so. I think I still had a sleeve to do or something. I don't remember. I think I wore it.
No, I don't think you did.
Finished.
I don't think you did. It was later, and then it probably stalled for a little bit because you didn't finish it for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where Jess and Allison are on their things. I lost track of people's stuff, but can probably do some kind of wrap up a whole year later.
Ooh, that would be fun to do.
But it will be nice to give that away and let that yarn go to another home, because there's a lot of lovely yarns in here that people will...
Some from our stash, but most of it from...
working with.
Around the store, right?
Most of it was from around the store, but yeah, definitely some from the stash too.
But yeah, they have enough to either... You could do like a monotone sweater or half and half, right? So like it hold the gray and then add some stash to it, some color to it too, depending on how they want to do it, or to the white or whatever. So
anyway, so I guess this will be my main project until it's done. So
for the next 3 months.
Yep. The next year. I'll try to have it done for the birthday. It can't be my main project for more than 2 weeks. That is.
Well, there's only 2 weeks of left, so.
I know, but what if I don't get it done? I will break the rules. That's what will happen. I can't.
But yeah, your cuffs and stuff. Like if you cast on the cuffs at the beginning, then they're easy just to pick up and just knit because they're just ribbing.
I think I'm already making an exception to the rule. My exception to the rule is I can get my blanket squares caught up as well. So if I need a break from that,
I feel like that.
But I can't go over the number of weeks on my blanket square, so that I don't just sit there and do 50 of them, so that I'm not doing it. But I can get up to 6 or 7 weeks, whatever it happens to be.
Okay, I already have earrings for you.
And then that way, that will be perfect.
You don't have any super bulky in there.
No, thank goodness. This is gonna weigh 1,000,000 pounds as it is. Those are perfect. And then I need some hot pink ones.
Do you have? I made you orange ones. I can make you hot pink
ones.
I think I have hot pink at
home. Anyway, so that is literally. Who says literally? That's everything. That's all that I worked on. On the last podcast while we were filming, I finished my one pair of socks. So I have one finish. And you have one finish so far.
I don't think I put that in your slides last week, actually, that you had finished one. Because I think
it can count this. It can count this week because I don't know if I didn't weave in the ends and everything, but now they are.
I think I didn't do it because I didn't know when Katrina was going to put them into the slideshow, and so I didn't want to say it was finished because you were still working on them as we were going, so I didn't want to necessarily.
Yeah.
I didn't want to spoil anything. Big whoop.
So. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's everything with the 52 weeks of whips that you and I are working through. Mm-hmm. It is February, and we had discussed doing a finish at February a few months back.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to figure out what to do with that because we're basically doing it for the year. Yeah. But I don't know if there's a way that the people who don't have as many whips as us want to join us for a finish at February. Is there anything that's like pressing? Is there anything that you would like to have done, or you just want to have focused time? If you want to do something similar to what we're doing, where
each week pick a couple projects or something.
Yeah,
like that,
or pick, like, if you only have 2 or 3, 4 or 5 projects on the go, pick the one that like you have to focus on. Because you want to see it, or pick one that you want done by the end of the month, and you have to do at least 15 minutes a day or something like that. I think we'll make a thread in Ravelry and kind of come up with some ideas and maybe do some draws and things like that for finish it February. What I think I will do, if I get past anything other than that, I'm going to finish that gray sweater, finish it February. And I think I'm going to look through the ones that I thought might be, that I might rip out.
Yeah, because it's like finish it or frog it. Ooh, so maybe I just go through and frog all my projects that I want to frog.
Yeah. And then
like
maybe
really sort them and
so frog, all the ones that are for sure frogs, and like get them back to yarn, and or give them away, whatever, they're gone and they can get deducted from our WIP list. And then the other thing I think I might do, it will take it into into a week in or 2 weeks in, is the next ones that we add to our focus projects are close to done. Like we'll look and kind of assess based on what we think are the ones that are closest to done and try and get things done, so that we can get, as many done as possible without increasing how much time we have to knit, without any of that. We're focusing on the ones that are closest to done, all while still keeping up with our Yarn a Day calendar right along.
Are you adding another project to your thing this week?
No, I don't think there's a point if I have to finish that gray sweater. Yeah. So, nope. Yeah. Not this week, but we're already into this week, and I hadn't really added it because I was gonna do it every Monday, and we're on Thursday.
Yeah. I was kind of going by Tuesday just because that's when we started the podcast. But because I haven't been working on the Jupiter only. I was doing my bloomers yesterday and stuff. So.
So I'm not going to. I'm going to try and finish this, and then if that's done, I would only have 2 active whips, and then I can add 2 more when it's time. Yeah. So you added 1 to your rotation. Are you going to show it?
I can. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I was going to work it on yesterday, and see how far I could get on it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get as far. I don't think I would have been able to get as far as I thought I would. I don't even know if they're going to fit me. They look so tiny. Oh, maybe they don't look as tiny as I was thinking. I mean, it's just the photo. It's so messy.
Oh,
and they haven't been touched since the last time. Jess and Allison were here in May, and that was when they were. That's actually not bad. That's actually pretty stretchy for.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me? I could never do that now. I'll have to look and see if she wrote what cast on that was. Anyway,
okay. I don't know if you have shown it before.
I have,
but it was a long time ago.
I had Jolene pick my next project for me. I'm not sure I'll let her do it again. But if we're going to work on it, do it where you'll have to pick ones that are closer to being done.
Yeah, this was definitely not under that idea.
No, but it... So, okay. 6 at a time socks. And these 3 over here have 2 colors at a time right now. So, but this is a good challenge. I do like this. So, I will work on basically I've worked on it's 11:01.
Where's Angie?
It's a good question.
Okay.
You're going to open this door. I will finish my sentence. Don't know where I was going. I basically this week worked on everything. So this will probably be my next week's project, and I'll try and focus on it and see how far I can get on my 6 at a time socks. And so I'll work on my Jupiter this time, but then this will be my next one, and we'll see how far I can go. They aren't actually that bad because they're just, you keep repeating it. So I don't think it's that bad of going. I found another whip.
She's just recording a video.
I found another whip. Oh man. Darn it. The whip count just went up. Alright, well, that's fun.
Nope. Video. Hi. It's an hour and 40 minutes later.
Yay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, my battery's gonna die. That's why my phone's not telling me anything. Cool. Okay, so welcome back. I don't know where we left off because I kind of just got excited and then shut the thing down because there was people in the store. But guess what I found in here? I already told you.
You were talking about your socks.
I was putting away.
I walked away.
And then I found a whip.
What is that?
This
what
is
color is
This is a color that I got from somebody in at my uncle's studio in Windsor show.
Oh, yeah.
Fusion fibers or fiber fusions. But this is a spring fling. I cast it on during Full Moon Fibers knit along that they had for the summer or something like that. It was like a
knit along like last year. Or...
Yeah, like after the Hold Me Double one or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, because it was supposed to be an easy knit, right? Where it was just like increasing, but it's not, because I still have to remember every like fourth row to do it. So that's still not
I have a question. Go ahead.
easy enough for me. Anyway, I found it, and I don't know. There's no needles on here.
That was my question. What size needles was that?
Probably whatever the pattern says. For a shawl, I'm not. It's whatever.
But it also could be like the size below or above it if
I didn't have
that's
it.
what was available.
If I can find the pattern. Also, the contrast color is not in here, so I don't know. But if I can find the pattern, because I think I printed it. Sometimes I write the size down anyway. Anyway, I just gained a whip. Great.
+1.
Darn. I'm back to the beginning.
You were at 52.
How did you not... Oh, you went through all of them. I haven't gone through them, so there could be more.
I didn't examine the... Because there were a couple bags when I went through your whips before that like just had yarn, which I have too, right? Like it was an old project bag that you finished that project and the leftovers or whatever were in there. Yeah. But like I definitely did not go through your project. Something with that many, that was your 6 at a time socks. I wasn't looking at each color that was in there. Yeah, but there's a whole like shawl in there. There's 2 bags. There's a bag that has yarn in it, and there's the 6 at a time socks, and there's 2 Ziplocs or a Ziploc at the bottom. But there's a full ball of yarn and a I did not go through it. I probably didn't even pull them out. I probably looked in it.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, that's the Nope something. Remember you were trying to figure out all the names I said for something?
There's one that's called Waste of Space.
Is that the socks?
No.
No, because they have their own.
I'll have to look through my, like, the list of stuff that you wrote down and go through all my whip. I still want to go through it. The craft room's getting cleaner, but, oh, shoot, I forgot. But yeah, so when I was when I was going through Jillian's whips and just saying them to her and she was writing them down, she just started writing them down as whatever I described them as. And now we have no idea what that is versus what the actual project is for a bunch of things, unless it had like a project name in it or a better descriptor. But I guess for some
I don't know what Waste of Space is. I must have not liked whatever it was if I said Waste of Space.
So I have to go through. I still have to
That'll be interesting.
I have to go through them. You've gone through them. I have to go through them and see if I can figure out what that one is. But yeah, so I had 52 whips at the beginning. I finished 2 from Geo. So I was at 50 last week. So then I finished 1 more, and then I gained 1, so I'm still at 50. That's not fair. So I technically have 53 whips.
I think I'm at 28. Pretty sure I started at 29 and now I'm at 28.
Yeah.
I have not found any. That's not out of the realm of possibility though.
Yeah, have you gone through all your projects and stuff?
Yes. I think I mostly know exactly like what's in the bag. I think I took extra yarn out and stuff like that. Anyway, so I think that was it really. You were just kind of saying what new you added for this week, which was the 6 at a time socks. You found that. So
we're gonna finish it February or frog it. Finish it or frog it.
Yeah, finish
so we'll start a thread for that.
Let's bring our whips down in February. LRM birthday, February 18th. And watch for newsletters. There'll be
newsletters, social media.
There'll be lots of stuff coming out. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Hoping to, I don't know, have a party like we used to. It should be good.
Yeah.
Party at the yarn store is always fun.
A big, no, Jillian, no. It's too cold outside.
No outside stuff.
No. Mitten's birthday's not a good time of year for parties.
It's true.
I lost my train of thought, so that's fine.
Excellent. So, did you show your earrings?
No. So what I did, because because I'm not allowed to cast on any new projects. But I do have a lot of other hobbies, and I decided that even though I'm not allowed to cast on new projects, I can do other things.
Yeah.
So I made a whole bunch of earrings at the beginning of the week. So like super bulky, and then these are from my my mohair sweater wrap thing, and then just some more like these. So
really
I
nice.
pulled out a whole bunch of bulky and super bulky. These ones are worsted, I think, and that. But to do, and then I only got through 3 of them the one night. But yeah, I have some embroidered. I have my shoes that I bought to embroider that I want to do.
You were really digging into other crafts just to
I was like,
avoid.
if I can't cast something else on, I'm going to do other things. I'll create more whips with other projects. But I finished socks and I got a good chunk of my bloomers done, so
Sure.
So I think that's okay. You need a little break from knitting sometimes.
Yeah.
But we'll
Okay,
see what I
they're really
come
fun.
up with next week.
They're really fun.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. All right.
Yeah. I think that's everything.
All right. See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.